What a wonderful opportunity the COVID grant has been for the Florence Bixby PTA. We are very thankful for the opportunity that you have provided by giving us this funding. When we first started thinking about the program over the summer, we were focusing mostly kind of on the mental health aspect and just the stress of the pandemic and the coming school year. So when we put in our request, that was kind of our idea, was we were going to use the funds to create some interactive videos and to provide some basic coping supplies for students. When we received the grant, school has started, and we shifted a little bit. The district has actually done a pretty good job of providing some basic parent information and seminars, videos, things like that to help manage the pandemic. But one of the things we quickly realized was the huge equity gap that we had with our students at Florence Bixby. So we have a number of students from the local community who don't have a great deal of means. But then we also have a lot of students who have used School of Choice to participate in the dual immersion program, and those families often come from a great deal of means. And so there was this huge gap between what students had to work with at home in terms of materials. And so the reality, it became very clear the reality of distance education meant that some students had lots of additional materials and supplemental supplies, and other students did not. So we shifted our focus away from mental health to focus more specifically on distance education formally. And we used our funds to build take-home kits for every student and teacher at Florence Bixby. And being an elementary school, one of the things that's very important for our students is the tactile learning, the hands-on touching and feeling. And it was really sad for us to watch our teachers sit in classrooms filled with materials that students couldn't access because they're not in the classroom space. So the take-home kits included basic art supplies. So we provided construction paper, scissors, glue sticks, pipe cleaners, craft sticks, these kinds of materials so that they could engage in basic art work with their instructors. And then we focused on math manipulatives, and we did those based on grade. So, for example, our kindergarten students received counting bears. Our third grade students got base 10 blocks, and this was sort of the idea, was that when teachers were engaged in live instruction, they had the opportunity to utilize those materials. So they had them, and then they could instruct students to retrieve them from their take-home kit and could use them actively in the instruction. And we're really proud of the work that we did. We created a big event associated with distributing them on campus. So each, over the course of 3 days, we broke it up. Students came, picked up their take-home kit, and we kind of coupled it with a little bit of a harvest celebration, some goodie bags that we also distributed. And we sent them home so that they could use those materials in their distance education. We got wonderful feedback from both of our families and from our teachers, who were really supportive of the idea and the opportunity to utilize those materials. So we know that a number of teachers have integrated that into their coursework. So these children are using, in particular, the math manipulatives as they study math, so that they can do, again, that tactile, hands-on learning that's so important to elementary students as they are engaging in distance learning. And we're really proud of the relationship that we have made with our teachers, so that we've created an environment in which teachers feel like they can come to PTA and ask for materials, ask for assistance in getting things into their hands of their students. So overall, I think the take-home kits that we were able to fund with our COVID grant money were a real big success, and we are very thankful for the opportunity that these funds provided. Thank you.